What's going on everyone, my name is CakeyC and welcome to the channel. So the recent update brought us Season 5 Reloaded, and with that we got the Games of Summer. Now the Games of Summer consist of 5 trials. If you do them in the fastest time you can, you'll unlock charms, calling cards, emblems, and then the main prize for completing all on gold is a new Grau blueprint, and it's for a limited time only. So if you want to grab that new Grau blueprint, stick around because we're going to have a walkthrough on these 5 trials and just get a chance to share a few tips and tricks that I've learned going through all of these, just to make life a little bit easier for you guys. So with that being said, if you enjoyed the video and if you find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. Let me know down in the comments below what you've thought of the Games of Summer, and as always feel free to subscribe to the channel for all of the latest Call of Duty news, tips and tricks, how-tos, class setups and much more. So with that being said, let's jump on to the trials. So before we jump in and have a look at risky parkour, I just want to say that these are walkthroughs, not tutorials on how to do these challenges in the fastest possible time. All I'm trying to do is just show people a few tips and a few tricks that they might have been missing, just to make sure you hit under that gold mark. So with that out the way, let's jump on to the first trial, risky parkour. So I'll show the real-time trial and then I'll just commentate over it on a few things that I think I need to mention just to make it a little bit easier for you. So the first thing is that the time will not start until you land on the first checkpoint. You can actually jump on the hay bales next to where you start and then jump on top of your starting van. This will give you a nice run off onto the first checkpoint. You can then jump on the roof, back onto the hay bales, back onto the roof and then jump onto the tractor and then carry on the boxes until you've reached upstairs in the barn. Once you're upstairs in the barn, jump onto the hay bales and do a strafe jump across to the other hay bales. This might take a bit of practice. Slide cancel across this roof and then aim for the other hay bales, and it might give you some leeway there and stop you jumping in the gas. Back onto some more hay bales and you can drop off this little platform onto the blue box and then onto the wooden cage. Jump across here, pretty simple stuff. The wheelbarrow is a bit annoying. See, I fall there and then boxes and then you're done. So I did it in 38.3 seconds. I think I had a 0.1 penalty for landing in the gas just after the wheelbarrow. But I wanted to upload that run just because it wasn't perfect, but I still got gold. You do not have to be completely flawless in these trials to do it in the gold time. Just get it done in under the time and move on to the next one. So speaking of the next one, we have the gun range. So firstly here, the 2 guns I liked were the AMAX and the Renetti. Picking up 2 because if you just swap between, it's a bit faster than reloading. So this trial is all about speed and accuracy. Try not to hit the civilians and try and keep moving while you're shooting. Again, you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to hit every shot, and if you can try and hit 2 enemies at once like I've just done there, it's going to help you in the long run. So there, swap to the pistol, just make it a bit easier for yourself and just carry on going through. Try not to hit those civilians, otherwise you'll get a nice big penalty. So again, a few mistakes, but as you'll see at the end, we still get it done in the time. And there we are, 43 seconds, but with the accuracy bonus, it'll knock us down to 38.9, and we've done it in the gold time. Let's jump on to the next one. So the very first thing is to mount your gun and zoom in all the way and aim on the right towards this fire exit. This is where the first blue marker is going to pop up and you can get that out the way straight away. If you let the recoil happen naturally, the gun movements will be easier, and then if you watch what I do on screen, you can actually hit that triple, ending the round quickly and leaving you some more bullets with a lot of time to reload for the next wave. Moving on to the next wave, if you aim for the bottom left window, this is where 2 markers are going to pop up straight away, so you can hit that collateral straight off the bat. And then there's not much else you can do here, just hit the 3 in the middle, and then you can do a collateral on the ones on the right then as well, just to end that round a little bit quicker. So for wave 3, if you aim straight down the middle, like I am on screen, you can hit the blue marker straight away, and then just carry on as normal, hitting the ones that come up natural to you. Try and get as many collaterals as possible. You should be able to hit at least 1 or 2 on this wave. Moving on to the final wave, if you aim again where I'm aiming on screen, you can hit a collateral straight away. Then the natural recoil takes you up to the top. You can finish off by hitting the blue marker up there, hit the move in, the next blue marker, and then you can try and get a triple on these back markers just like that. And there we are, that is the Marksman trial out the way. The worst trial there is, the hardest one to get your head round. And by completing that, you are rewarded with the next trial, which is the easiest by far. So Price's Alley just involves you hitting as many enemy targets as possible without letting the combo bar drop to nothing, otherwise you will finish the trial. So pretty self-explanatory, just hit as many enemies as possible in the head while not hitting the civilians. The one tip with this is just try and keep moving, strafing back and forth, just to try and make it a bit easier to hit those enemies that are kind of on the outer edges. And just keep going, try and hit as many headshots as you can. Try not to hit the civilians and keep that combo bar as high as possible, and you'll pretty much pass this within your first couple of attempts. So it takes a little bit of time, but once you get there you can end it if you want, or you could try and see how far you could get, but the combo bar does become pretty quick to keep up and keep going, so you will run out eventually. So moving on to the fifth and final trial, this is the firing range trial. And here you have to hit 40 markers around the map as fast as possible, and the golden bracket is 30 seconds. But don't be intimidated by that, you will get an accuracy bonus, meaning if you do it in 35 seconds you will probably be pushed under the 30-second mark and you'll be in that golden bracket. The main tip with the final trial is if you pick the AK-47 up with the VLK and you change the firing type from the automatic to the semi-automatic, this will make things a little bit easier for you, and it'll make sure that only one bullet comes out, keeping your accuracy as high as possible. If you follow the route I take, not a lot can go wrong. And there we have it, guys. That is a walkthrough of the 5 trials that are in the Games of Summer. Like I said before, these aren't how-tos on how to get the best time in the world. These are just tips and tricks that I learned to make getting in that gold bracket a little bit easier for yourselves. If you enjoyed the video, or more importantly you found this helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it down below. Let me know in the comments what you've thought of the Games of Summer so far. Have you enjoyed it? Do you think it should be something they should keep bringing back? And as always, feel free to subscribe to the channel for all of the latest Call of Duty news, tips and tricks, how-tos, class setups and much more.